continued along that vein.
Okay. Mr. Vassel, St. Andrew East Central is now being represented by the People's National Party. I think the last time the Jamaica Labour Party won that seat would have been in 1980. Am I correct, sir?
1983.
Well, 83 was not even a contested election. So the seat was uncontested. Why do you think that you are going to be overturning years of PNP dominance?
Well, it's not me that's overturning it, it's the people. Because the trajectory is showing continuously that the PNP's popularity within the space is dwindling. And the last general election, lest we forget, the seat was lost by a paltry 927 votes. This is supposed to be a stronghold. This is unheard of. It simply means that the people are tired of the leadership that is extended by the PNP. And now Mr. Vassel is coming into the fray, bearing in mind that this is an area that I've practiced law for more than 10 years. A lot of the people in the Maxfield, Agri Park, and Cashapat division owe their freedom to Davion Vassel as their counsel, as their lawyer. So when I go into a space, many times I go there, not in the capacity as a stranger, but in the capacity of counsel that represented a loved one and did well.
Yes.
So okay. What I'm saying to you is, for example, there's a particular place I went the other day, and when I got there, it turns out the person that is most influential in the space is a former client of mine. And he had his grandmother. She took me to every Labourite household within the space, and it's a PNP place. And she's also openly PNP, but she didn't care because at the time when he was in custody, guess whose office she was? Mine. She didn't care about my political affiliation then. She knew I was a good attorney, and I came and I delivered. Now I'm in her space. She said, Mr. Vassel, it's my time to repay the favor. I'll take it to every Labourite that I know. Even though they know me at PNP, but that no matter. Friendship trumps politics. That's what she said to me.
Fantastic. Mr. Vassel, the reason why I wanted to talk to you is that I have a forecaster that works for this program, and he has been telling me, sir, that that St. Andrew East Central is now marginal, or he's putting that almost into the battlegrounds category. I understand that you have a slogan saying no hassle with Vassel. But I can't, for the life of me though, Mr. Vassel, I'm still struggling to look at the numbers that I have before me to think that you really have a chance. What is it that you have done in this constituency over the time you have been there that gives you such an excellent chance? And while you're answering that question, sir, please tell the listeners and those who are listening from your constituency, what is the difference that you are going to be bringing to that constituency?
Well, firstly, what I've done that my predecessors have not done is I've attempted, and I'm almost done, to canvass every single PD within East Central St. Andrew. So even if I believe it can't be one, I still canvass it because I want everybody to know that we have a presence. It would appear, neighbor, that there are a lot of Labourites that are in the space, but yes, because they feel as if the seat cannot be won, they remain inactive. Now waking up everybody. Waking up everybody. Davion is waking up everybody because Davion knows that once people stand up and be counted. See, I say this to East Central, even if you don't believe I can win, still give me the sympathy vote, I'll take it. Because see, it's a fact that if these persons vote Labour, we can win the seat. For example, break down the numbers a little further. In the last general election, Labour, less than 10,000 people voted.
Quite true. 4,963 voted for Phillips. Jody and Mary got 3,881.
No,
Um,
I think your numbers are off. 4,002 for Jody and Mary, and 4,929 for Peter Phillips. I don't know where you get those numbers, but I know the numbers because these numbers are numbers I play with daily.
Okay, well,
So,
these numbers are coming out of the electoral office.
well, the numbers I'm looking at is from the actual electoral
Yeah. Well,
final
I think maybe
poll.
this is a preliminary count, but
Okay, but the final count,
that
the
aside,
final count gave
yes.
Jody and Mary 4,002 votes, and Peter Phillips 4,929 votes. You can check it. That's
Okay.
what created the margin of 927 votes. But neighbor, on the active voters list, we have over 32,000 persons registered to vote. For example, we're going to say that for all intents and purposes, some people may have died, some people may have migrated, some people may have relocated. So let's say just being generous, we're cutting it down the middle, 50%. That leaves us with 16,000. Agreed?
Yes.
Do you see that the 6,000 inactive voters, since we get less than 10,000 votes on the last election, both parties making less than 5,000 votes each. You realize that 6,000 inactive voters right there could have won the election for an independent if they had run. That's the point I'm trying to prove to you.
Okay. So you have three divisions there, Mr. Vassel. Three divisions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Casa Park,
Agley Park, Maxfield.
and Maxfield.
Yeah.
You currently have the Casa Park division, but the People's National Party are strong in Hagley Park and Maxfield. Mr. Vassel, looking at the local government numbers, are you confident that you can win two of these divisions?
Neighbor, I'm super confident that I can win the two of these divisions. Let me tell you why. You see,
Casa Park and which one?
Casa Park we will win Casa Park. No two ways about it.
Yes, I'm giving you that, but I'm asking you which are the other two?
I'd say here's the situation.
Yes. Well, not
So let me
Hagley
tell
Park.
you,
No,
what
no.
is a fact? What's a fact is that when it beat our candidate by about 600 votes, the last general election. But when I did my canvas and I interacted with the people, they told me the reason why they didn't come out. I will not share those reasons here, but those reasons are the reasons that say that the reasons that were disclosed to me, we're fixing those reasons and correcting those mistakes. So it stands to
So Hagley Park seems to be the tightest one, with Maxfield strongly voting for the People's National Party. So
yes.
in terms of your strategy, which you don't have to reveal here, the figures are there. I'm sure the PNP is working on the same strategy. And let me move you on though, Mr. Vassel. We don't have a lot of time. This constituency has features of, a little bit of a garrison. Is there any concerns that we should know of in terms of voter intimidation, or everything there is now level? People are free to vote.
People in Maxfield particularly are afraid to openly say that they're JLP because of fear of persecution, and that's a fact. But let them know that with Davion Vassel, I will stand up for every single person that comes to the fray and vote for me. They are not alone, and they will be supported. Once you're a Labourite, or once you want to align yourself with Davion Vassel, remember in this thing I wear two hats, I cannot divorce the fact that I'm a lawyer, and a very good one. I can say that with my chest. And I'm a very good attorney at law in what I do. So I'm saying to anyone that decides they're going to venture over to my side, that I will, as far as I can, give you the support and protection that you need. You don't need to put on a green shirt and say that you're a Labourite and stand with Davion Vassel. You can put on your orange and go and vote for Davion Vassel, because this constituency is being left behind. I cannot tell the last time, apart from Berks or Foswich, where development takes place.
Fantastic.
Yes,
What
is like that?
Yes, sir. What are the issues?
Can I add something real quick? Yeah, but you
One
know
more
that
question. One more. Yeah.
you know that
Go ahead.
Peter Phillips wanted to resign. Peter Phillips wanted to resign from the last election, and they wouldn't allow him to
The reason why they
Well,
didn't allow him to is because they
because they
believe that
know that they would lose
it's
because the
vulnerable.
seat come into play. So they would
yes,
not
it
allow
is.
Peter. That's why Peter Phillips hasn't resigned.
It is definitely in play, and that is why I wanted to talk to Mr. Vassel from the other day. Mr. Vassel, what it
Yes,
is
sir.
that you are offering the constituents? First of all, what are the issues there for the residents? What are the issues there, and what it is that you are offering? How do you plan to solve these problems?
All right. So the issues there are that there are no vocational training being offered in a meaningful way. For example, apart from the German auto school, if somebody wants to learn a trade, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, where do you go? That's one. Skill training is needed. Two, roads, infrastructure. Dr. Phillips did no work. We have to just tell ourselves it's a fact. No work was done in East Central. The gentleman is leaving the political scene and he cannot point to one particular achievement to say, I did this and I'm proud of what I've done, having spent 34 years in East Central. If you look at the road network, particularly in Casha Park, it is horrible, neighbor.
Hmm?
Neighbor, you can fit a queen size bed mattress in some of the roads from Bedford Avenue and other places. Look at Verbena roads. It is
Yes.
bad. It is bad, neighbor. And what I'm saying is,
Have you had a
these are
conversation
not.
with your Yeah. Have you had a conversation with your constituents and come up with their ideas of what needs to happen over in East
I
Central?
want you to, I want you to understand that it depends on where you are in East Central St. Andrew. For example, last night I was in Richmond Park. I had a SPAC meeting there. And the concern in Richmond Park is completely different from that in probably other places like Agli Park. People in Richmond Park are concerned of the fact that their community is becoming commercialized. That almost every day they look, they see a new business being set up in their space. And they're saying that it has compromised their security, one, because individuals are seen on the street at various hours of the night, and you cannot see them as a suspicious person because businesses are in their spaces. They believe that the community, the quality of life has diminished because there are so many businesses that is taking over their once quiet residential community. So what we're saying is that it depends on where you find yourself on the continuum. Your requirements are different. The people
Yes.
who live around Bedford Avenue and the contributing roads like the Verbena and the Lorraine and all these places, these people want roads, not water,
Yes.
electricity, because they have all these things, but the roads are bad. When you look in Agli Park, what about Agli Park people? It depends on where in Agli Park you are. The people in Ambrook Lane are telling me when I go there that we had a community center that used to serve us. We used to have people teaching us remedial math and English. We used to be able to play football on the field. We used to have a caretaker that took care of the place, and we used this place as a place of refuge. It has been closed for 8 years. And the PNP, this is their stronghold, and they know this, but nothing has been done. What I'm trying to say to you, neighbor, is I go around, I listen, I take notes, and I will implement what is necessary.
So you haven't developed for the people of East Central a plan that you
Of
can
course,
implement when you become member of
we have a
parliament?
constituency manifesto. We
Okay.
do. We
Tell
do.
us a
And
little.
what we're doing, neighbor, is refining it. Because at some point, before this month is out, it will be on the Jamaica Labour Party's website in terms of what the plans are and how we plan to execute them.
Okay. Fantastic.
When,
Mr. Vassel,
when we're encouraging people to choose Jamaica, it's not something that is hastily packaged. We are ensuring that what we're putting out is something that can stand up to public scrutiny. So we're
All right.
making sure that it's wholesome.
All right. You're part of a team, Mr. Vassel, finally, of Labour Party supporters. Well, your party is in government for the last
Yes.
9 years, going 10, and you're asking the people to choose Jamaica. After 9 years, Mr. Vassel, do you think that the Jamaica Labour Party would have earned a third term?
That is without doubt, neighbor. Crime is going down, unemployment going down, development taking place all over. We have urban centers being opened. Everywhere you look around, the Prime Minister cutting ribbons, the ribbons that the PNP complaining about. What that shows us, neighbor, is that we are doing the right thing. I used to live in the rural parts of Jamaica, and I used to live in a place called Mattis. That's as they pass Lawrence Tavern and go all the way down. And I'm telling you, just to get to school, I used to go to the Grateful Hill all-age school as it was then. Just to get to school was a task because we didn't have any rural school bus program. We had to walk for a long period of time and stop and rest. I'm telling you that when the PNP bashed a program like the rural school bus program, it is not only insensitive, it's not only reckless, it is just downright stupid to bash something like that because to live it is to know it. Some of these kids struggle to get to school in the mornings. And I'm saying that our party realized that we have issues, genuine issues, and we're addressing them. Certain programs at heart come with a stipend. Why? As I said before in another place, the Prime Minister understands that when you're attending these institutions, vocational institutions, that you still have bills, you still have overheads. Sometimes very difficult for you to get from where you live to where the institution is. But by offering a stipend, what you have done is to empower the people to take charge of their own destiny. That's what I'm talking about. A party that listens to the people and a party that not only reacts, but acts in an affirmative and assured way and come up with solutions for Jamaica. And that's why we say if you are choosing Jamaica, then you're choosing the Jamaica Labour Party as the vehicle of choice to continue along the path of prosperity.
I did not expect any other answer from you, Mr. Vassel. Of course, you are a Labourite. You are supporting the Jamaica Labour Party. Do you think the party will win a third term, sir?
I have no doubt that it will. I have no doubt that it will. Because and Jamaica is seeing it.
Have you told the Secretariat to take off your seat?
Tell everybody to take off my seat. To count me out would be a big mistake. To count me out would be a big mistake, neighbor. So whomever it is that is telling you that this is a battleground seat, clearly they are going in and they're listening to the people. That's the reason why this seat has been highlighted in that regard, because people are seeing that.
No, seriously. I am telling you that the information that I have is that your chances are as good as ever going into this election. And I think they may even get better with an increasingly popular Prime Minister. Are you below 40, Mr. Vassel?
I'm 38. I don't become 39 until next year.
Wow. As a young man to have taken on this constituency must have been quite a decision, eh?
It was a hard decision to make, neighbor. When I looked at, I'm a numbers man, And when I look at the numbers, I'm saying, but this is doable. Why is it this was not done before? But when I go into the streets and I meet the people and they're telling me the reason why they have not voted or they have voted a particular way, then I'm compelled to understand. So what do? I try to say, what can I do on my end that will make the difference why this person or these persons here would vote differently or vote, and having moved from a position of not voting, how do I get them to vote? Well,
there's no hassle, they say, with Vassel.
None.
We are we're going to see how the election goes, sir. I trust that you'd come back and talk to us when we have more time. There are several more issues we'd like to explore, but we're out of time.
My office is on Duke Street, my law office, and I look forward to when the new parliament resumes that I walk up, look at me from where my office is, and take my place in Jamaica House.
Best wishes, sir.
Thank you very much.
St. Andrew East Central, the constituency represented by Dr. Peter Phillips, former leader of opposition, former Minister of Finance, former Minister of Transport and Works, former Minister of Health. I don't think there's a ministry in Jamaica that is. But we have Davion Vassel. Davion Vassel is the Jamaica Labour Party's representative. He's the candidate. And I've been wanting to talk to Davion for quite a while. He's a popular TikToker. He's a lawyer. And he's only 38 years old. 38 years old. And he's challenging to represent the people of that constituency. St. Andrew East Central, that's Davion for you. He's a he's a he's a legal. Well, he says that he's a very good lawyer. Well, I encourage my listeners to do something, to go over to his page. He gives very good legal advice. By the way, Davion, I wish I could retain you for a case that I have. I wish you all the best, young man, and I trust that with God's strength, you will prevail. You sound quite humble. Thank you for sending neighbor a gift here, sir. Thank you so much. I hope you can come back some other time and let's complete this conversation. By the way, when you have completed your manifesto, share it with us. Let us share it with the people. Cassia Park, Hagley Park, Maxfield Park. Those are divisions in St. Andrew East Central. The daughter of Buju Banton ran in that seat, and she didn't do badly at all. As a matter of fact, on election night, when the numbers are coming out of Casa Park, Hagley Park, you think that Myrie was going to win, but the PNP is very strong in Maxfield Park. Can Davion do it? Let's wait and see. You never know. He says that there's no hassle with Vassel. Let's see if he can do it. Until tomorrow, when we'll do this all over again for you. Have a very good night. Take care.